Ben Arfa has just scored this stunning goal for Newcastle and the crowd is roaring. But how did he get here? To understand that, we have to go back. Rewind to 1999. Clairefontaine. Hatem is only 12, but he's already the talk of French football. Reporters, scouts, everyone is buzzing about this kid. But off the field, it's a different story. Talent like Messi moves like a magician, but decisions like a toddler with a credit card. This is Hatem Ben Arfa, the man who made headlines for brilliance and dumb choices. Hatem Ben Arfa is about to deliver arguably the best season of his career. Sure, 18 goals might not sound extraordinary in today's game, but his impact on Nice's success was undeniable. Dribbling, skills, passing, he was a phenomenon. Nice had one of their best League One seasons, and he was the driving force behind it all. But aren't these the kinds of performances you'd expect from someone who's been compared to Messi? Well, not quite. Let's go back. Lyon. At 15, he joins their academy, and from day one, it's clear he's special. His dribbling, his vision, his speed, he has it all. By 17, he's in the first team, and everyone is expecting greatness, and for a while, he delivers. He wins 4 consecutive League One titles, and even gets named League One's best young player. But behind the scenes, things are unraveling. He's constantly at odds with his coaches, who just can't get him to play for the team instead of himself. 2008 Lyon's patience has run out. Hatem is frustrated with his role at the club, so he decides to force a move to Marseille, Lyon's bitter rivals. He skips training, packs his bags, and shows up in Marseille before the clubs have even agreed on the transfer. He's ready for his next chapter, no matter how messy the exit. At Marseille, it's more of the same. The talent is undeniable. He's scoring goals, making defenders look silly, but so is the drama. He refuses to be a substitute, clashes with teammates, and fights with the coaching staff. It's like watching a genius self-destruct in slow motion. By 2010, Marseille had had enough, and he's loaned out to Newcastle. Now we're back in 2010. He's in England, and things are looking up. His debut, magic. A long-range stunner against Everton, but just 4 games in, Nigel de Jong comes crashing in with a brutal tackle. Ben Arfa's leg is shattered, and it looks like his career could be over before it really begins. But Hatem doesn't give up. He fights back, recovers, and returns to the pitch in 2011. And what does he do? He scores one of the greatest goals in Premier League history against Bolton, the rebirth of a genius. Sadly, no. By 2014, Newcastle had lost patience. Hatem's inconsistent form clashes with manager Alan Pardew, and rumors of poor fitness have made him more trouble than he's worth. He's shipped off to Hull City, but it's a disaster. He barely plays, and then just disappears. Hull terminates his loan, and Newcastle, fed up with the drama, cancels his contract. At just 27, Hatem is a free agent, and for a moment, it looks like his career might be over. So now you understand why a generational talent ended up in an average League One club at 28 years old. And so, after his incredible season at Nice, he's off to Paris. With Ibrahimovic leaving, there's a huge void to fill, and it's supposed to be the opportunity that finally elevates him to the top. But Hatem being Hatem, it doesn't take long for things to go wrong. He clashes with Unai Emery, doesn't fit into the team's tactics, and ends up on the bench more often than not. Desperate to get back on the pitch, he even tries to call the Emir of Qatar to intervene. It's a bold move, but not exactly a smart one. He is not Mbappé. And then there's the trolling. He spends his days mocking Emery in training, posting stuff on social media or eating kebab in the parking lot. 2019, and he's moved to Rennes. And guess who they face in the French Cup final? PSG. It's poetic. After winning the cup, he forced PSG president to shake his hands with telling him, "Never underestimate your opponent." It's a perfect Hatem moment, brilliant, defiant, and a little bit petty. In the end, Hatem Ben Arfa will always be remembered for two things: his jaw-dropping talent and his even more jaw-dropping decisions.